Once upon a time, in a bustling town filled with laughter and vibrant life, there lived a woman named Linda. Linda was known far and wide for her kindness and cheerful spirit. However, beneath her warm exterior lay a heavy burden that she carried in her heart, a grudge against her ex-husband, David. David and Linda had spent many joyful years together, but their marriage fell apart when he left her for another woman. His swift transition into a new life felt like a betrayal to Linda, who couldn't understand how someone who once promised to love her could turn so quickly to another. As time passed, she found herself replaying memories of their time together, mixed with the sharp sting of heartbreak. Instead of moving forward, she was stuck in a cycle of resentment and sorrow. Linda often wandered through the local park, watching couples stroll hand in hand, a smile on their faces. Yet, each laugh and joyous moment she witnessed felt like a reminder of her own brokenness. That weight she carried only grew heavier, dimming her once bright spirit. Friends would often reach out, sharing their support, but Linda would smile through the pain, hiding her burdens deep within. "I am fine," she would say, but she wasn't. One evening, feeling particularly distressed, Mary visited her favorite spot in the park, a serene bench under an old oak tree. She sat there, tears streaming down her cheeks, and whispered a prayer. "Lord, help me. I am tired of this pain. I don't want to feel like this anymore." It was then that she remembered the teachings of Jesus she had learned as a child, words that spoke of the importance of forgiveness. "Cast all your burdens onto him," she murmured, attempting to recall those words of comfort. Suddenly, a wise elderly woman named Ruth, who had sat nearby watching Linda, gently approached her. "Dear, I couldn't help but overhear your prayer," she said softly. "Forgiveness can be a burdensome road, but it is a road worth traveling. It is not about excusing what was done, but about freeing yourself from the chains of bitterness." Linda listened intently as Ruth continued. "Think of it this way. Holding on to resentment is like it causes you to be discombobulated. It makes you want to do all sort of hurtful things towards yourself, hoping the other person suffers. It is only you who remains trapped by that pain. Sometimes that pain hurts so bad, and you start hearing whispering thoughts to harm yourself, to the point where you're just not here anymore. When you forgive and ask God to bless them, you take back your own peace." Ruth's words struck deep within Linda's heart. She reflected on how her anger and pain had clouded her joy for so long, and with that realization came a flicker of hope. "But how can I forgive?" Linda asked, feeling a mix of fear and curiosity. "Start by acknowledging your hurt," Ruth advised. "Then pray for strength. You don't have to do it alone. Understand that those who hurt us often carry their burdens too. They might not even know the pain they caused, and even if they did, don't give them the satisfaction. Don't give no man the satisfaction of taking your joy away." That night, Lind lay awake, wrestling with her thoughts. She decided to write a letter to David, not one filled with accusations, but instead a letter acknowledging her hurt, her heartbreak, and ultimately her desire to let go. In that letter, she expressed her pain, but also she expressed her wish for them both to find peace. Days turned into weeks as Linda read the letter over and over, finding solace in the act of writing it. Eventually, she found the courage to release that letter, sealing it in an envelope, but deciding not to send it. Instead, she tore it into pieces and threw it into the air like confetti, letting the wind carry away her burdens. In that very moment, a weight lifted off her shoulders. As time passed, Linda noticed changes in her life. She began to smile more, engage with her friends, and even pursue her passions once lost. The park that once brought back painful memories became a place of joy and serenity, as she found beauty in God's creations. One sunny morning, Linda went to a little mom-and-pop shop that sold knickknacks. She saw this cool antique picture frame, glass on both sides. One side showed Jesus lifting something heavy off a guy's back, and the other showed the heavy thing on Jesus' back. Linda recalled the heavy burden she carried, and to alleviate her internal distress, she entrusted it to Jesus. Subsequently, she visited the neighborhood cafe for coffee and a pastry. David just happened to walk in. He went up to her. She felt those old feelings, but this time without the bitterness. Instead of anger and blame, she felt tons of compassion.
"Hello, Linda," David said, hesitantly. "It's good to see you."
With a gentle smile, Linda replied, "It's good to see you too, David." An unexpected warmth spread between them. In that moment, she realized she had genuinely forgiven him, not for his sake, but as a gift to herself. From that day forward, Linda embraced life with a renewed spirit, understanding that forgiveness is not a simple act, but a powerful choice that opens doors to healing. She learned that while life's burdens might be heavy, they can be lightened through grace, love, and the power of letting go. And in that realization, Linda found the peace she had longed for, setting not just herself but her spirit free. Thank you so much for watching Chaplain. Camille Aaron Modern Day Parable. Subscribe, comment, like, and share.